Hey there, welcome back. It is another video. Today's video, I'm gonna be touching the bases of mental health and how I've figured out how to help myself. I'm not saying that I'm speaking this video to help other people, but maybe they can find inspiration on how to find themselves and figure out themselves so they can help themselves with mental health. So, what I want to start with is starting my day right. I'm reading from notes here, so don't mind me. But coffee is a big part of my morning. And with breakfast, I really like to implement a creative breakfast, I guess you could say. Rather than having 2 eggs on your plate, you know, make 2 eggs and some little hash browns or something. That, also journaling. I like to journal my previous day and just kind of look back on, and not in a way that's like, oh, you're bad or you did this wrong. Like, I'm not beating myself down, but it's like, okay, you understood this in this perspective. Maybe if you looked at it this way, it's more positive. Like, just breathe in that instance. And I've actually found that journaling about my previous days helped me kind of be more accountable for my own mental health and how I react to people. And my vitamins, I take 2 vitamins, you'll see in the video clip here in a minute, and that just helps, make me feel a bit happy. Number 2, I wrote down, talking about addictive personality. Now I'm gonna reach here a little bit. I have tendencies to fixate myself on something, and knowing that about myself allows me to make a difference in that moment, whether it's good or bad. I wrote an example here. I put, when I go shopping, I tend to want to buy what catches my eye rather than buy many items. And then it's overpriced, so I make a decision. I know that if I buy it, I want to buy even more things because I didn't go to the mall or shopping anywhere to leave with just 1 item. I know that I like to have more things, like more smaller things than one big thing. So what I mean by this example is, if I'm going into the store and, you know, say there's this dress I saw and I'm like, oh my god, it's really, really, really pretty. And then I look at the price tag and I'm like, wow, it's $200. Okay, do I want to spend $200 on that piece? Or do I want to spend $200 in that whole day and get home with maybe 10 or even more items? So that's what I try to think of in that moment, and that kind of helps me switch that. And that's what I've been kind of working on. It's really deep. I know I'm a deep person and maybe my words don't come out properly, but one day my way of thinking, you know, I hope that maybe somebody can relate to it or somebody can understand what I'm saying and we can share a common ground, whether we do it differently or not. That'd be cool. My very last one, my 3rd one, I put, be kind to yourself. So I used to beat myself up so bad, and it used to held me back so bad. Like, I was my own worst enemy. It was like self-sabotage, and I didn't even know it. Here I put, being in relationships that have made my thinking not straight. So when I do something for myself that costs a little money, I beat myself up. Then this brings me down even more, and I tend to buy more things like dinner to make me feel better, when really it's just burning a bigger hole in my pocket. And that being the vicious cycle. So knowing that about myself, that if I'm down in the dumps and I'm so being closed-minded that I go out and I buy that dress and I get home and I still love the dress very much and it's pretty, but if I'm gonna sit there and be sad about it and beat myself up because I bought a $200 dress, then it's not worth that, because I know myself, I'm gonna go out and either go buy some unhealthy food to cook at the house so I can feel better, but I'm spending more money, I'm eating unhealthy food, and then I still have that guilt on top of all of it because I bought this dang dress, when really I should just be like, oh man, I'm so grateful that I had that money to buy that. Now I understand that I have to leave now or I will continue to buy things. And so that's just like a vague touch on mental health and kind of what I'm doing, I guess, to switch it around. And I'm really happy that I can understand myself a bit more because I'm able to express myself a little bit better and I'm finding myself more and it makes me happy. And so just like another really good one that I found come out of me naturally doing these things, these 3 things that I do every day, are my creativity, my art levels coming up. Like, I enjoy painting. I'll actually take the effort to make something now. Like before, I would have, I guess maybe painter's block, I don't know what they call it, but basically I couldn't think of anything to paint. And I would try to paint something from a picture and I get upset because either I couldn't paint it like the picture, or I was upset because I'm like, ugh, I'm painting this picture off of somebody else's art. And so doing these 3 things, I guess, has just opened my mind a bit more, and it's been helping me understand my own mental health and what I need to do for myself to be more successful in life, so I don't bring myself down or anybody else around me. So I'll see you in the next clip, show you my morning routine a little bit, kind of a goofball, but I hope y'all enjoy. Yeah, and you'll see some painting too. I'll put a little bit of painting in there. I went out to the park and I actually painted for a little bit. Then it started getting a little winded, so I left. Hope you enjoy it. So I wanted to share with you a little bit of my morning, how I get myself going to help motivate myself throughout the day and be positive. Right now I take this little over-the-counter stress relief. I get it from Natural Grocers. It's a really good one. I think it helps. It's not like if I don't take it, it doesn't work. You know, it's just I notice like on certain days I'd like to take it more than other days. And then I also take this B complex, which also helps with energy and health, cognitive functions, metabolism, and fat. But what I'll show you is my little breakfast I'm going to make. And I really try to push myself to make good breakfasts because that's where your day starts. And if you just have 2 pieces of egg on your plate, it's just not a great breakfast. You need to be creative, make it beautiful. A great breakfast that makes me happy and gets me going for the day. But let's get into it. Always, always, always in the morning, you are so dehydrated from sleeping, and if you sweat in your night, you know, you water. That's the first thing I drink because it makes my body feel good. Because you can say, I feel my body start to flow in it. But yep. I really like drinking the water because it helps hydrate your skin too. I mean, your body's made out of mostly water, so your body needs water. Today, one of my goals is to drink more water because the past few days, I just haven't been on my stuff as much, and it makes me a little upset, but that's okay. I know what I need to do. So today, I'm gonna be drinking a lot more water and just making healthier choices as far as like food. Because yesterday, I ate a lot of fatty foods. I ate ice cream twice, and I'm not beating myself up, but I just know that when I eat those types of foods, it makes me hurt because I don't have my gallbladder. So just doing that, knowing that, and changing it up, that's what's gonna help. So, breakfast time, let's do it. Also, I really love drinking coffee out of this cup. It may be a little, not childish. I mean, obviously it's a coffee cup, but it says best day ever. And I like to think that, best day ever. And you make it that way. Manifestation, baby. So something that's part of my everyday routine is journaling. I really like to write down what I thought I could have done better yesterday, and not of like a critique every single day, like, oh, you did this wrong, oh, you did this wrong, but just to help understand myself and learn myself and know how to treat myself better, or I can notice patterns in myself more easily this way than just going without my day, without documenting anything or whatever. But I also write some goals because I need that in my life. And so I write daily goals in here that I want to accomplish, whether they're small or big. And I work towards something. And that to me shows progression and shows growth. And so that is what's helping me. Show ya, but this is the perfection. Look at that tastiness. Ooh, what do you think, buddy? He's begging. That's what he thinks. So I'm at the park. It's pretty. I'm probably gonna go sit under those trees over there. So I got this lipstick because my friend told me that I need to put some contrast on my face because of my hair. I just did it yesterday, so to give me a little pigment, I'm gonna put it on over there. But yeah. It's probably the worst way to put it on, but we're gonna do it. We're just trying it, okay? We're just trying things, okay? Okay. I'm probably doing this totally wrong, but hey, we're trying things. All right, let's see what we got here. Is this enough pigment? The things that make me happy, like coming out and doing this and painting in the park. It's like I get outside and I just allow my brain to just flow, you know. Let's just get into painting. So that was my painting. I ended up leaving a little sooner than I wanted because it started to get pretty windy, but I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that I could give some insight and maybe some inspiration for other people. But if you did, give it a like for me. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe so you can watch my next video on its way. But have a good day. Positive vibes, positive momentum.